the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us on any law degrees. I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
We are the Podical Sons. Let's start this show. What's good with you? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm still recovering from last week's episode. It was an epic 50.
Mm-hmm.
Took a lot of strenuous time out of me. I'm thinking of calling this episode Stairway to Heaven.
Why? Because of the bullshit?
Because that was a lot of stairs to get to glory. Man, I tell you, I felt that for about at least 2 days.
At least 2 days. For 2 days and stuff, whatever. We had, for the folks and stuff at home, we had little ones and twos and stuff that are going on where we were recording, in the little studio spot we were recording, and the elevators weren't working.
Yeah.
So we had to move shit from point A to point B, back to point A, back to point B. It's too wild.
Let's just say I got 2 summer workouts for the price of one.
Yo, in one day, for real. Yeah, man, but other than that...
Yeah, I'm good. I'm back at it. We're past episode 50 mark right now. So the next milestone we're looking forward to will be 75. And we haven't... I guess we like to get closer to the date.
You got some shit to say? You got some shit to say? Because, I mean, like, it's a lot of squawking. I realized and stuff, whatever. We did a lot of squawking and talking, a little reasoning, a little teaching.
Yeah,
a lot of things hit from 0 to 50.
It was a really good show, and I don't want to divulge all of it here for all the listeners who might have not taken it in yet, and I'd actually like for them to go in and listen to it, because we did have a lot to divulge, but it's no different from our regular weekly rant.
No, but I mean, like,
find
even
topics that were.
I mean, but even like I was looking at, like, there was some, like, when people ask me about certain type of things, stuff like how you guys, you're like, oh, you guys talked about this. I think like we were talking about like interracial dating or something like that, whatever. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't remember which episode it was, but it was like probably like in like the teens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, when it came to, I guess, the stripper episode, that was controversial and stuff and everything itself.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, when people talk about certain type of hot topic things, I'm like, oh, we already discussed that. We done discussed that. I'm like, damn, we done discussed a lot of shit from like 0 to 50, from like 1 to 50. So I'm like, and we still got so much more things and stuff to cover within the real world.
It's funny because I'm like you when somebody will come up to me with a specific topic, whereas I know we spoke about it, but now that it was 50 episodes now, so it's hard to tell you which episode it was that I spoke about it.
Yeah, play the tape.
It was funny. What about when we were getting the commercial together, and I was like, oh, we got to find that starting bit where you asked me if I could beatbox.
Yeah, and
I couldn't remember what episode that was. It took us actually having to listen. Few and I peeps out there, in case you don't know, we actually don't listen to ourselves after the show.
One and done. Done.
We do the show. I make sure everything is, because it's straightforward. There's no real editing, to the show. It's raw and cut.
Organic.
So
it's organic.
I pretty much just put the tags on at the front, put the tags on at the back, the little backing music, and away we go. So, from the point A to point B, I don't listen to anything in between, man. I'm basically going off the knowledge of what I can remember of that day.
I always say salute to Ben Dellinger and stuff, whatever, because I mean, he'll always be stressing to me like, you don't listen, So I'm like, nah, we just talk about it. Like, it's just something that has to be spoke about, whatever I feel it had to be spoke about, and then that's it. But you don't hear it? I'm like, nah. So some people and stuff, they ask me the same thing, but I'm like, you know what? As long as y'all enjoy the content, we'll keep the same energy, keep the content going and stuff. I appreciate the love and support, all the above, and the static and all the nonsense and stuff, whatever. I welcome to it.
I think
with the smoke, I pop the smoke. Welcome to my party.
I think the first episode that I've actually listened to in a good while was the Sunday when we were setting up and Ben was playing that episode. Other than that, I couldn't tell you when last I listened to to an episode. And shout out to Ben, man. Other than that, because he catches a lot of things and puts it to our attention, so we can make sure it's fixed and straightened out. So
yeah,
we like that. We like that.
I was thinking, what episode did I listen to? I listened to the stripper episode. I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah,
that's the only episode, because like I think that was my first time interviewing somebody.
Right.
That was the kind of thing. So because I'm so used to like I know how you go off and I know how I go off and stuff like that. Whatever we talk as is, but to like kind of interview, put a person on the scope and everything, and for the topics to be like it's like what people want to say, but they're too scared to say it because you know me, I ain't soft. Well, I'm emotional orange, but I ain't scared.
But you're not a soft orange.
I ain't scared to go there. I ain't scared to go there. Whatever, right? So like, speaking of which, sister wife. Brother husband. Let me explain to the listeners and stuff what I meant by that question and stuff whatever during the week. Could you be a sister wife if you're a woman, or brother husband if you're a man? I don't know if that word exists. I don't know if the word's legit.
Brother husband?
Yeah, I don't know. If you have sister wife, I'm assuming it has to be brother husband for a man.
Well, if it doesn't, it's going to be a Podical Son's term.
Okay,
term
so
of the day
I'm with it then. So look, I done stumbled on greatness, didn't even know it. So I'm like, could you be with a person if they were rich? And a lot of people jumped up and said no.
Right.
But I'm like, all right. So here's my thing. If Beyonce came to me, Beyonce rolled up on me. Damn near every dude one of mine tapping Beyonce. Beyonce rolled up on me and stuff, and she's like, Marv, I really like you. I'm digging your style and all the above and everything. But Jay's there. But I need him for the paparazzi glitz and glamour.
For the glitz and glamour.
Who knows? He might have ED. Who knows? But she's like, she's digging me, and she can't have me doing to and fro like with the affair thing. So she's just gonna marry me and make me the second husband into the mix.
Right. See, you gonna get your own spot?
I'm tapping Beyonce, and I got my own wing like I'm Stedman. Okay. I got my own wing.
Well, as long as you got your own spot, you're not left out in the cold, and you gotta work for.
I'm living because I remember who's it? ASAP Ferg. You saying how you went to Jay and Beyonce's spot?
Yeah.
And where they parked their car, they had to take like a golf cart to get to the house. You have a wing.
Yeah.
You have a wing.
I don't know, man, because I don't know how Jay might be down with it, but I don't know how down he would be.
He might have an issue with it, whatever. But that's what I'm saying.
You might not get a wing, you might be regulated to the. Do they got dogs?
To the doghouse?
you might.
Can you imagine they doghouse though?
I can imagine. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm okay. It's still probably be okay. But you're not gonna get a wing. You're not gonna get a wing.
Okay, so give me the doghouse and stuff for that's decked out with its own kitchen and living room and all the above and a little sex wing. There you go with that shit. Hey man, put your damn phone away, man.
Listen, man, I'm popular out in these streets, man. I'm a son now. I'm a son now.
But that's what I'm saying, like with all that type of shit stuff, I could be a brother husband to Beyonce.
But listen,
Jay. So what about you?
Some people out here being
brother husbands and sister wives without even knowing
to complete strangers
for broke ass people
for no money.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, why are you doing this shit for free? I'm doing this shit for paper. Can I do it for a broke ass person or a person who only make like $50K? Fuck no.
Nah, man. I think I'll have to live the poor life. That Herb Jealousy might want me to kill somebody and make sure the insurance, everything is all straight. And I don't want to start thinking on those crooked lines, Marv. I'm a good person.
All right.
I'm a good person.
Okay. It's all good. I get it.
But you in it for the money. If the money's right, you're gonna be a brother husband.
I'm there for a good time, not a long time. Okay.
Now, do you have to know the brother? It doesn't when it's like a brother.
Yeah,
you like somebody.
You have to.
No, but I'm saying would you have to would it be like somebody like you could choose like you bring in your friend like Darren? So yo, Darren, I got this gig that's going on.
Nah, I don't think you can.
This old lady, she got mad loot to spare, and she said she want 2 husbands. So I figure you just come around with your routine, nice guy routine, and you know what I mean? No,
I don't know. It's all on her choice, man. Remember, she's doing with the
choice.
Paper. Hold on, if you don't want the paper and stuff, whatever, right?
The paper chooses. Didn't we have this conversation too?
Nah, I told you, man.
Did we not have?
We did.
We did, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you got this paper, you got all this money and stuff like whatever. You single, like you not even married. You single, and they say, you know what? You about to start scooping up chicks and everything like whatever. Don't you want United Nations to pop off? You want a little chocolate? What was it? Wu-Tang, Mrs. Chocolate Butter Pecan Deluxe. You might want a Puerto Rican. You know, you might want a Asian persuasion, a stallion with an Italian. You know.
If she asks you to sign a prenup, you sign a prenup?
I gotta make sure I didn't know my worth first. I need to know my worth. Kings, get your coins up. You need to know your worth out here in these streets.
Because she might want you to sign a prenup.
And if she makes you sign a prenup for like, if she's like that money, she has that paper, like what was it, the Walton lady?
Yeah.
For Walmart?
Yeah.
She got billions to her name. Or Mackenzie Bezos.
All right, okay.
Mackenzie Bezos. You know she got billions. And she's like,
Right.
Marv, I'm digging you. I want the schlong. This is what the deal is. I prenup for $1 million. What do I sign?
What if she makes you sign a prenup, but she doesn't make the other dude sign the prenup?
I'm a cuss. But wait, who comes first, me or him? If I'm number 2, then I gotta shut my pie.
You gotta shut your pie hole. You just gotta take what you get if you're number 2.
Yeah, if you're number 2, you gotta shut your.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he's not. Well, I guess he would be main bitch and I'm mistress.
Yeah.
Whatever,
you're
right?
like the side, the side dude.
I'm the side dude. I'm the other concubine. Yo, let's get to some real shit, man. I'm not even trying to go too much on this, but the Trump pending impeachment. How do you feel about it? I have so many people coming at me, asking me, what do I think and everything like that. And I just hope y'all shut my mouth and I'll save it to Sunday till we record.
I think Trump is like he is the modern day Teflon Don. This is what the third time they've tried to impeach him. Now apparently this is the one that is going to stick. This is the one that's actually going to be in front of a congressional hearing. Has it already been started yet, or they're gearing up for it?
They're gearing up for it. So from the whole good portion of the week, they were gearing up for it.
Right.
To lead up to it soon.
Now, has there new stuff been added, or is this all based upon what we already know that they were trying to impeach him on?
So it's just more so pertaining to, I want to say with the Ukrainian press.
Right.
This is just pending towards that for the whole, like I guess trying to make him, flex his muscle and everything like that.
Yeah.
And the Ukrainian press is not having that and stuff, whatever. But I mean, it's been Trump's MO from since, right? So it's nothing too far off. And me, I don't like to speak about things, stuff, whatever, too far ahead, because I like to see how it plays out first. But a lot of people just jump the gun and speak about every damn thing. And I just look at it and stuff. But my simple question and stuff to you and stuff, whatever, is that third time's a charm. You think this is going to be it? Yes, no, maybe so?
I think it's probably going to be drawn out. For how long it'll be drawn out for, I don't know.
Next year election.
Well, that's what I want to say. I mean, if they have solid concrete stuff that they can throw at him, but I mean, didn't somebody say no sitting president can be prosecuted or something like that?
Correct.
So
that's the reason why if they move for impeachment and stuff, whatever, if they move for impeachment and they get him removed.
Right.
Then he can hit those charges pertaining to the whole Russia tampering and the Mueller report and all that type of stuff, whatever, can come into play.
Well, I mean, we stand to see, but the way they've been moving so far with this whole, I'm going to impeach the president because of this. And, when it turns out to be this is not enough, then, it's, back to the business of Trump as usual.
Right. True. So, okay, while we're still on a political tip, let's talk about Trudeau. Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau?
We didn't talk about Justin and his Aladdin brown blackface dance and stuff, whatever, and everything. I think that kind of, semi-simmered down. Is on the way simmering down.
So I actually read a couple posts today on
along the lines of that
on the Facebook. Still getting at it. I think more so from the black community. I think it's probably already died down with the white people. They don't really care.
So how do you? That's what I'm saying. Like
he was in whiteface.
I was going to ask you, like, should colored people be angry about it? Because if you're hearing things, what did you hear?
How, he's racist, and, how, 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 how it's applied against the black community and this, that, and the
But you're trying to do
third.
bootleg Aladdin.
Well, I mean, not only that, all right? Not only that is he trying to be bootleg Aladdin,
Right.
but because he dressed up in blackface, I can't make a racist connection. Because if Halloween came around,
Well,
and I wanted to go out as a white guy,
well, you said that. You said, because I remember you said that and stuff. Whatever, like I'm just a guy disguised as another guy. That's another guy. But like, yeah, you said that with the
but
Beyonce
it
thing.
was just funny because I mean it's we might be late talking about this now because it was like last week, but
Yeah.
this was like episode
Whatever the hell.
2 or 3 when we discussed this whole thing, this
Yeah.
whole blackface thing, and you're right. I mean, dude, if Halloween comes around and I say to myself, listen, man, I'm gonna go as a white dude, and I get myself done up to the T, get the blonde wig and stuff like that. Foundation, and I'm now a white guy. I'm white face for the night. That don't mean I don't like white people.
So
I
okay.
still like white people.
So okay, so like Smooth and Chappelle and them. So remember Chappelle's show with the news reporter and Snoop when he does the white guy and stuff, whatever, the Todd
Yeah,
and everything like that, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that racist?
No.
Because all in satire fun.
Yeah.
But and that's what I'm saying. Like he did it in the whole satire fun because he even sang Aladdin tracks and everything and stuff like that, whatever in the process, right?
And that's what I say. I don't find what he did.
So what about the black people that you know? What do they say to you, or the color folks that you know? Does any dudes feel tight and feel type of way? The black people that I know, they said this is still not gonna change them from not voting for him.
The ones that I know personally, it's not an effect. It's more of a wow. This is still going on in the media. Like they're still talking about it. But then you have members of the community where they find it not only deeply offensive, but then they'll go as far as saying as us not combating it and taking it on for what it is. Just leads precedents for it to be continue to be done. And I'm saying to myself, man, look, I ain't fighting it because one Halloween I'm gonna dress up like a white dude, and I want to dress up like a white dude, unbothered, and my white friends still like me.
Yo, I pay to see that. I mean, one year, what did I do? I was robbing Thick. When he was twerking on Miley.
Yeah.
And then girls went. She did the Miley thing with the whole finger or thing and stuff in there, the whole Miley outfit.
Yeah.
I didn't white face my face and stuff, but I wore a wig and people kind of knew. They're like, "Who you supposed to be?" I'm like, Robin Thicke, and then they seen her that, oh, she's Miley. I get it.
Right.
I get it. So I didn't white face it up and stuff like whatever. I feel like I don't gotta go that extra mile and stuff, whatever. But I mean, like what you said and stuff, whatever. Then if it's Halloween, I allow it. And the same thing, I thought about it afterwards. That episode, I'm like, Halloween, I allow it.
But was he at a costume party, a costume ball, or something like that?
Up in the cottage country and stuff, whatever. But it was Halloween time.
It was Halloween time. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was Halloween time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why y'all get bent out of shape for, man? You should have came as Shaft. That's who we should have came up. You should have came up in there like Shaft.
Bald head with the whole
Shaft. Yeah, man. Strut right in, bro. That's how you do it, Trudeau.
Next thing on the docket. Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching.
Snitch9.
Snitch9. Social media and other rappers and stuff are not too happy. They're not too happy and stuff whatever about this dude and his snitching. Cause he's calling out a lot of names.
Yeah. But I
Jim
also heard there's
Jones, Cardi.
I also heard there's a NYPD officer up in the mix.
Yeah.
Who is also part of the whole snitch ring. He was 9 Stairway before, but then he got on the snitch ring real quick with 6ix9ine. So
Yeah, I heard they snatching people and stuff for fun. Would you would you do the same if you were him?
if I was him, I would be caught in that situation. So I'm being honest.
He gonna shut your pie hole and stuff, whatever.
I'm being honest. Listen.
Oh, because he's stunning too much.
Not only because there's a whole lot of things that's wrong
Perpetrating
with
false
this situation.
flagging.
Yes. First and foremost was perpetrating, and I thought about this, Marv. So let me give you my little deep dive. Right?
Go ahead.
Okay. So when hip hop first started, I want to say like around in the 70s, you had a lot of rap being taught about talking about the street culture,
Okay.
right? But they were more talking about the ills and issues of what was going on in the streets.
Grandmaster
right?
Flash shit.
Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, and so forth like that, right? Some of them may had been, delving in the streets, doing their ones and twos.
Mm.
But the majority were just cats who just rapped and so forth like that, right?
Mm.
All right. So now we get to like mid to late 80s, where you're seeing a lot more of drug raps being infiltrated, but you also still have like the happy-go-lucky raps. That's the main thing. Gangsta rap is just starting to come in, right?
Okay.
So you have that. But in that era, you had gangsta money behind those acts, right? Coming up, right? Those gangsters never wanted to be up front or be a part of whatever interactions going on. No, they played their role. You played your role, right?
Right.
Come on into the 90s now, where it's more of the street guy doing the rapping, right? So this is where the culture shifts a little bit, right? You no longer have the rapping of the ills of the neighborhood. Well, you have the rapping of the ills of the neighborhood, but you have it from a perspective of the street guy, the hoodlum, the crazy hoodlum, right?
Yeah.
That's happening. There's success with that, right?
Okay.
So now that there's success with that, those who not necessarily living that life are trying to gain success. So they start portraying that, right?
Right.
Now I want to say that's maybe late 90s to beginning of the 2000s. That's a trend that was happening. You had those who were street, and then you had those who weren't street, but acted kind of street. Right? Then you had those who were still street, who weren't rapping at all and staying away from it, right? All that flips now. Now you have streets wanting to be actively involved in the music, right? And you still have the real ones, and you still have the perpetrators.
Right.
6ix9ine was just a perpetrator, and he had those.
We know this.
He had those from who were in the streets, wanting to be up in the mix. This is where their problem lies. This is where their problem.
So you're saying if they stay as shadow people, they're not being in the situation.
Stay as shadow people. Keep him as far removed from what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's really what it boils down to. It's like, keep him away from what you're doing.
I think the funny thing is of what I seen and shit, I was laughing, was that my man doesn't wanna. He said, nah, he I don't know if it's legit or not, but he was saying the stuff what they said that he said is that he doesn't want witness protection. Cause he wants to make sure and come out and stuff that when he raps and drops the next album, he's letting people know his truth and his world. But I'm like, and the whole disposition thing and stuff not disposition, like in the court case, excuse me, they're two different things. In the court case, he's taking stress breaks after he's naming out so many people and everything like that. But I'm like, they do that in court? Like, I didn't know they did that in court.
Yeah.
I seen a few court TV things. I watch Suits. I don't recall, like, we're going to take a little quick recess for stress because my man's out here singing his life away. If it's a stressful
situation, you might need a stress break, man. They don't want you to crack and break down on stand and then have to continue on trial at the end of the day. They're trying to keep you as fresh as possible to stand those questions. But listen, man, he got a barrage of questions that came his way, and he sang to the tune. And
I only think this situation is wild because it's in the public. I think because I feel like with these lawyers and everybody and stuff. What I feel like this is the right way to snitch. It's a bad way to snitch. I mean, that's just me. I just feel like, yo, they can probably coerce you. Like, I always tell people, yo, don't snitch without any rewards.
Right.
So if you're going to snitch and stuff, whatever, if you snitch with no rewards, that's dry snitching. Let this shit benefit you.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be snitching out your name, this name, Captain Crunch, Tony the Tiger, and them Toucan Sam and stuff, whatever, for no damn reason. If I can't get like some free cereals, why these niggas is locked up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah.
And if you cut a deal with your lawyer and everything, your lawyer should just be the one to kind of just talk about some stuff and say like, all right, you know what? What if my client can say all of this, or he calls out all these names? Does this reduce his sentence? Does this do how good for it and stuff, whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't hear shit like that. My man just singing off the cusp and stuff, whatever, calling extra names.
No, I'm pretty sure he's. They probably got a weighted system. The more information he gives, the more lenient they'll be on to certain things. But I tell you, man, like he was calling names I didn't even know he had business calling.
Facts.
Like I was like, when y'all had that conversation, I thought you were just musically doing stuff. I mean, like for you to be calling those names and be involved with those things, then now you're potentially harming other people's careers.
Yeah, everybody's getting sank.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, okay, I get it. You like, fine. You want to sink the crew that you ran with because you felt they did you dirty, and you trying to spare your life. But now you trying to sink people who worked with you and actively tried to get your career on and popping. Mm-hmm. Like that. That's a whole nother. That's snitching. That's snitch.
Nah, so I don't know, cause I was looking at all that type of stuff and I just scratched my head. I'm like, I feel like if it wasn't publicized, it wouldn't be a problem. But because it's high profile and stuff, whatever, and I feel like they wanted to put this thing into the media, so people are gonna get tossed and linged through and hula hooped and used and abused in the process. But like it could be something lighter and stuff. Like what if somebody else went in, like another rap went in for like misdemeanor or some shit like that, or whatever, or like a little less than $500 charge or something like that, whatever. Yeah, they'll still find a way to put it in the news. Yeah. So I feel like either they're targeting rappers or something like that, or I don't know. I might be in my smooth conspiracy theory bag. I don't know, But that's just how I'm feeling.
The rapper, what's his name? The one that rapped about himself being on the run. Is it Lil TK?
Lil TK.
Was he big in the news? Did he pop up? Because I don't remember catching his story on the news. I caught it more on social media.
Part of it on social media, but the other part was actually on TMZ.
It was on TMZ.
Yeah.
But TMZ is like social media news.
True. So I guess the social media aspect and stuff, whatever, right? I don't know. Let's get to some other shit. Thoughts and prayers to Steven Weber and his would-have-been fiance and stuff, whatever. Steven Weber drowned while proposing to his girlfriend in Tanzania. I don't think people have to go that far to propose to a woman. I mean, like, what? It's like, people are people, like, breaking news, breaking news from the newsroom in the Podical Sun's world. Women are normal people.
Yeah, but
like, why you gotta do the most?
I don't know. What if they're like they were adventurous? You know what I mean? And
they traveled. Okay, so they traveled.
They traveled. Okay.
They traveled and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, bruh, really? What's the wildest way you can think about proposing to your woman?
The wildest way.
The wildest way you think you can propose to your woman, off the top. Me, my the wildest thing I can think about proposing to a woman and stuff, whatever, is that I go skydiving. I don't fuck with skydiving. I don't think my life insurance cover fucking skydiving, okay?
You go skydiving?
I ain't fucking with skydiving. But I'm going to go skydiving. I'm going to land. I'm not going to be with somebody and stuff on it because it's going to make it kind of sus. Right. So I'm going to do enough courses so I can skydive on my damn self.
Yeah.
Come down on that little that landing pad, the target thing.
Yeah.
Have the Tiffany's box in my damn hand and come down and stuff on one knee, be like, "Hey, babe, open up the box."
You know, you're gonna have to take a lot of practice to stick that landing, right?
I know. That's a lot of bread too. So
And
I'm gonna buy the ring first. You might
actually lose a knee.
You think so?
You're coming out pretty fast. You know. Sometimes they gotta like tuck and roll. When they,
I hope not. Well, okay. Well then,
I don't think it's like a stick, like a.
Yeah, but what if I hit like an Olympic landing on my 2 feet?
I don't think you can stick a landing like that.
I'm hitting a boom, like a 7.5 on the landing scale, and then before anybody claps, I just go down on one knee.
And you just go down on one knee.
See.
All right.
See. Then I propose to her and stuff, whatever. Right there, like, babe. I just completed my dream. I want to complete your dream. Will you marry me?
Yeah.
That's, I think, a wild way I can propose and stuff, whatever. But I don't fuck with heights like that. The only time I go high places like a roller coaster. That's it.
Yeah, but you're different though. These two were adventurous, so it's probably.
So give me your shit. What's the wild way you propose?
I know I'm not an adventurous. I ain't trying to,
okay, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't trying to do anything too wild. You know what I mean? Maybe in rush hour traffic.
You gonna dance between rush hour traffic?
Maybe get out there, you know what I mean, and have the honking horns and confess my dying love to, a background of honking horns.
That might not be that bad though.
That might not be that bad.
But somebody might clap the shit out you and stuff because they'll just be angry.
They might get road rage. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like even think about
that's risking their life for it all.
The pedestrian dash. Pedestrian dash, like when it goes to all-way crossing.
Yeah.
Hey babe, I just want to let you know you complete me like a Lego set. Ta-da! Highlight me now.
Somebody walk by and knock that ring out your hand. Now you're on the ground trying to search for the ring, getting your hand stepped on and shit.
Oh shit! Yo, life would suck, man.
Life would really suck.
Nah, life would suck though. But my thing is that, I mean, we're far from perfect. Men and women, both are species and everything like that, whatever. But I think like some men need to understand and stuff, whatever. You don't got to do the most, whatever. And I feel like if you got to do the most and stuff, whatever, if that is your realm,
yeah.
If that is your realm and stuff, whatever, because some dudes are extra. It's like some chicks are extra. If that is your realm and stuff, whatever, yo, just think about the possibilities and stuff, whatever. If shit can go south, like who is it? What's his name? Henry Ford. Henry Ford said, whenever you think you can or cannot, you're right.
Yeah.
So if you think you might drown, you're right.
But yeah, I mean,
if you think you might get hit by a car,
you're right.
You're probably right.
You're probably right.
So you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, like
I think it's just tragic, man. I'm thinking this person. A, he's adventurous. B, he's probably used to swimming, and 3, I think it's more of bad judgment than anything. I don't think he had any doubt in his mind that he could hold his breath under the water, and it's probably something more of a lines of just not planning the way it should be planned to execute it the way that it should be executed, because a lot of things could happen. You're underneath that cabin. You probably I'm thinking about it. It may be something of a whim that he thought of, right? Mm-hmm. Like how is he gonna do it?
Yeah.
Right. He's on the inside. I was like, oh shit, it's a glass floor. She can see me from the glass floor. What if I swim underneath?
Nah, he caught it from the side.
He caught it from the side?
He caught it from the side, from the room and stuff, whatever. He kind of seen and stuff, whatever. And he had the sign in a little Ziploc bag and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I hold my breath and the world for you.
Right.
Would you do the same? Make me the happiest man? And like her thing and stuff, her comment stuff, she's like, what that... It could have been the happiest day in her life.
Yeah.
Turned to the most tragic day in her life.
Well, of course, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm like, y'all gotta do the most. Propose at KFC. After she get her meals, just tied out, Or she still got that tray that's been wiped off like 98,000 times for the day. Just hit her with that. Is it about the love and the final goal? Anything else?
It's about the love and the final goal. But a lot of people
want to tell a story.
Not only want to tell a story, but it's like you're going to the championship game, right? You can either play in a pair of Skechers, or you can play in a pair of Nikes. You don't play in a pair of Nikes.
I just don't feel like Skechers and
No, nigga, you know you don't feel like no damn Skechers. You gonna play in some Nikes, man.
Might be different though.
You gonna be different that day and play in the Skechers? The championship game.
I'm gonna drop 40 playing Skechers.
The championship game.
I'm dropping 40 playing Skechers.
You're gonna risk both of your ankles to Skechers.
What if they had the Skechers support system and stuff? Whatever.
You know damn well they ain't got no damn Skechers support system. The championship game, you're gonna get those Nikes on. Even though you probably can just play in Skechers, but you probably won't feel at your best. And some people like to just
like the baller brand.
Some people
big
just
baller brand.
Some people just like to big baller brand it, man. Some people let the model go big or go home.
Hey, well, I ain't mad at that.
It's just unfortunately he went big. He didn't go home. He didn't go home.
He didn't go home.
He didn't go home.
Yo, I don't know, man. Like I said, thoughts and prayers to them and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man. Thoughts and prayers, man.
Yo, young kings out there, know your worth. You need to know your worth. For real, like I don't think if you got to do the most and you possibly lose your life, you know your worth. I got schooled by Ben Dillinger and stuff. Speaking of which and stuff, the other day, because like me, I'm easy going and stuff, whatever. So I told the chick and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you buy me dinner, I'll put out, and then he's like, what kind of meal was it? So I'm like, burger and fries. He's like, nah, man, we filet mignon, man. You keep telling people the kings know your worth, whatever. He's like, yo, nah, you putting out for hire out there in these streets. I was like, yeah, you're right.
You're out there for the small meals.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. So I'm gonna
can't be out there for the small meals.
Know your worth, kings, man. For real, man. Heads up to you, man. Next thing on the docket, man. Sandy Hook. Let's talk about the Sandy Hook commercial. This shit had me feeling all types of ways. All right? Yeah. Sandy Hook. Okay, so the folks at home and stuff, if you haven't seen, Sandy Hook has a Sandy Hook Promise campaign thing. And they had a back to school commercial.
Now, is this the school part of the school? Is there like their initiative?
So the school who had the shooting where the little kids lost their lives, they started a campaign about the school shooting and gun violence and stuff that are pertaining to schools, because NRA people feel like there's nothing wrong with it, and the Sandy Hook people and stuff, they had enough of it, right?
Right.
So in this commercial, I don't want to ruin it for the people and stuff at home, but y'all need to check it out. But basically, all the back to school supplies you will be buying for your children, they're basically used for tools to help you survive a school shooting.
In a moment of a school shooting.
In a moment of a school shooting. Like, this backpack is bulletproof. It can help protect away from some bullets. These colored pencils are good enough and stuff to stab the shooter if they come close enough. And this pair of scissors the same way. And it was dark. And I was asking myself, I'm like, yo, is this shit necessary? But then again, if you think about it, though, are they far off?
No. I mean, it's the harsh reality that some face. And it's easy for us to sit back and say yay or nay and not have a real definite, 100% definite, because we have not been in that situation.
Yeah. Touch wood.
You know what I mean? Where we're at. Let me knock this piece of wood right here. But we have not been in a situation like that to know how much we are possibly vulnerable.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Your heart would sink if, like, your kid goes to whatever set school.
Yeah.
And it's a possible shooter and everything and stuff, and you can't hear from your kid and stuff. Your heart's sinking. I mean,
the one part of that commercial that really touched me was with the girl with her cell phone.
Oh, shit, I finally got the cell phone that I deserved, that I wanted.
And she typed, I
love you. The shooter walk in.
I love you, Mom. And then you just hear the shooter's feet. I'm saying to myself, please don't go in that room wherever she is. Please don't go in that room wherever she is. Right? And it's like,
that's what that commercial takes you to another place.
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. It's a situation where without it, you probably are not you probably don't have the mindset to even think of what these kids may have been thinking or may have been going through while it's actually happening. Right. We just know, hey, a school shooter went in, shot up a school, a bunch of kids were trapped inside, some kids got killed. That's it. It's surface for us because I mean we're not there. We're not. It's time does not stand still for us, hiding, waiting for it to end. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those things where I now look at it from the perspective of those kids after seeing those commercials. Well, that one commercial. I mean, now I look at it from that perspective. Like it's I think what's needed in order for you to get adults to truly understand, hey, how this affects, the kids, the teachers, the people who are actually caught up in it.
Yeah.
Then you might think twice as to be voting in favor for the NRA or standing up for what the NRA believes as far as values and why they are not inclined to bend their stance on gun control.
You know what I was dying about, whatever, because with the Chappelle thing and stuff, whatever. All of this commercial shit, whatever. The school shooter is watching it too.
Yeah.
So the school shooter's like, oh, okay, so don't stand close to the door because y'all got colored pencils ready to stab me and a knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, so you're going to use a new skateboard to go outside. He might be like, yo, you know what? Let me recruit someone else. So if they jump out through the windows, just start spraying at them. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at him like, I mean...
Hey, I mean, it's a situation where there's always one step ahead, right? Like if the police find a way to get one step ahead of you, then they take that way to get one step ahead of you. If your opponent finds a way of getting one step ahead of you, then they find a way of getting one step ahead of you. The shooter ain't no different.
True.
He's been planning shit already, so if he can plan a way to get one step ahead of you, he's trying to get one step ahead of you. So while you're teaching that stuff in the classroom, you're inadvertently teaching the shooter.
And he's plotting out his tactics, man.
Yeah. You're inadvertently teaching him that also.
And they gonna say he's probably prolific in Call of Duty and everything. He can drop a helicopter in a kill streak and like in a minute flat. I don't know. Speaking of which, since we're talking about kids and all this type of shit, whatever, let's segue to something real quick. Talk about this climate change thing with the UN recently.
Yeah.
Right? Should we be concerned about climate change?
I don't know. Should we? I mean, me, Conspiracy Joe, over here.
Right now,
I think with this whole seasons changing sort of deal, I think the globe is naturally getting hotter. Not to say that we're not putting in our own contributing factors, because I think we are.
We fucked up the planet, man.
I think we are contributing to
with a virus, man. We fucked up the planet.
Yeah, with a virus.
I mean, but at the UN and stuff, whatever, you had this little girl. Her name is Greta Thunberg. She's from Sweden, right? She was there.
Greta from Sweden.
Talking to the leaders and stuff, for the world leaders and stuff at the UN on past Monday. Excuse me, not talking. Rebuking.
Rebuking.
Yo, the girl was going in and they scooped her up and stuff for her. She's a little puppet and everything. That's why I don't like when people fuck with me and stuff and they always use kids. I'm an emotional dude. I don't like to see things that pertain to kids.
Yeah.
Because they try to use it as a leverage to play on people like me for our heartstrings to kind of pull and be swayed, whatever, right?
Right.
No one else has scripts and stuff in front of them. They're just ready to answer some questions, and she was there. How dare you? No point back. You will fuck up our world. She didn't say fuck up, my bad.
Yeah,
mess up our world for our grandchildren, for my grandchildren. How dare you? Like the whole speech thing and stuff, whatever. I'm like, I understand you say she young and everything, and it has to be scripted and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But I felt like this person and stuff is a Pulitzer Prize winner. They probably done wrote like so many damn speeches before, a few wedding proposals and stuff that.
Yeah.
A few commencement ceremony speeches.
Listen, maybe she has a professional speechwriter.
At 16?
Yeah, maybe she has
At
her
16?
thought. Maybe she has her thoughts. She conveys them, and then the professional speechwriter just makes that shit sound all pretty and good.
Yeah, it's still fake to me. It's still fake.
But it's her thoughts, though. It's her thoughts.
You ain't see that girl go at it with that girl. She went from eye contact, staring at her lap, eye contact, back at the lap. I'm like,
she got to read the speech, but it still could be her thoughts, just elaborated to the 10th
yawn,
degree. To the 10th degree.
I smell paparazzi and bullshit and propaganda.
You sounding more like me every day, Marv.
Yeah. I don't know, but I wasn't a fan of like how they're using the young girl and stuff whatever pertaining to this whole climate change thing. I feel like yes, we are fucking up the planet.
Yeah.
Us as people, we are ruining the planet and stuff like whatever, but they're more concerned and stuff about dollars. That's what I agree on with her speech.
Right.
Main concern is about the dollars. If you're so concerned about us ruining the planet, whatever, make electric cars cheaper.
Yeah.
Don't sell them at a price stuff that's about the same price stuff as a cheap Mercedes Benz. So somebody's gonna look at like, I always wanted to own a Benz for only $24.99.
Yeah.
Or do I go save the planet with this ugly ass electric car for about $32.99?
But is it still the? I mean, what's really preventing the electric car from being cheap? I think it's still the manufacturing process of it. I think that's where most of the cost pretty much lies. I mean, if we look at computers now, right? It's been around for such a long time, and there's such a wide range of computers used for a wide range of purposes.
Right.
That all the ones get refurbished, put into the market, right?
Right.
So now it's to the point where we're so proliferated with
what?
I didn't even think I got the word out right, so I'm not even trying to attempt it again.
But
you heard it the first time.
Yeah, okay.
You heard whatever it tried to sound like? That's what it meant to sound like?
No, it sounds profound. It sounds profound. But I was like, I might use that in a daily sentence and shit sometime this week.
Well, I got away without biting my tongue, so I'm not going to try and attempt it again.
Punk ass. So go ahead.
But with that being said, right? My son now, he used to, up until grade 7, from kindergarten, they would get an agenda book where they write down stuff, they do homework, they do challenges, this, that, and the third, right? This year, in grade 7, and I don't know if it starts in grade 7 within his school and then within the school district, but they no longer get an agenda. They get a laptop.
Okay.
So now I sign out the laptop, this, that, and the third. I don't pay for anything. He doesn't have to pay for anything. This is now his tool of use, right?
Right.
So now we're looking at the point where paper is really going to start becoming less in schools.
Right.
Right. So that's we're now. I want to say almost close to 30 years later from when I was in school. Is what they said.
You old this shit.
Is what they said. This digital industry is going to do the paper. Because back then they were talking about like it was going to happen like 5 years time. Oh, 5 years time we're going to be completely paperless. No,
right.
That. Paper has lasted to this point. Where now we can really see it really now starting to phase out of it altogether to the point where computers are literally dirt cheap. Now,
what kind of computer is it, if you mind me asking? Is it an Apple or is it like a regular little Acer
PC.
shit? Some regular PC
yeah,
shit?
I don't know if it's Acer or what. You know what I mean? But it's obviously going to be something where it could be mass sourced, mass produced, mass programmed. You know what I mean? It's something messes up with your computer. They bring it and give it to the AT guy.
Right.
He zaps it. It's back working again. Right. It's got to be something stupidly simple for the school system to be able to handle. Right. But after that, I mean, computers have come down so way in price. So I'm saying with the electric car still being so new to the market, do you think that's what's still probably just keeping up the manufacturing cost high? the more the more that we introduce the electric car to the market, the more it's being bought, the more money's being spent. Research and development is being acquired, and stuff becomes cheaper to make.
The greater good, man. It's the greater good. Picture this. I thought about, so all that what you said and stuff, whatever.
Yes.
Let's say your woman and stuff told you, I don't want to give you sex during the week. If I give you sex during the week, it'll be mediocre sex, whatever. But if I fuck you on the weekend, you get the porn star special.
Okay.
And if you have sex during the week and stuff, whatever, it'll kill and cut away some of your porn star special stuff on the weekend and stuff, whatever. Do you want the greater good? Or you just want to take what you can get? Dun, 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 dun. Hello, sir, are you there? Sir, are you there? Talking to you. Hello?
But the greater good is always good.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you're looking at that's what I'm saying. If the greater good is there and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop making these bullshit other cars and stuff that you know is gonna fuck up the planet and is not doing anything for the greater good.
All right.
And just say, you know what? We're gonna focus on the greater good if that's our goal. But no, their goal is we live in a capitalist society, so their thing and stuff is we're gonna still make these things. I understand you have workers to pay and stuff, whatever. But
yeah,
most of these companies are merged with other companies. So that's what I'm saying. If you're saying like, is it Volkswagen and Audi is the same company?
Yeah.
Audi continue making this money making stuff, and Volkswagen say, all right, we're gonna go green electric type of stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
For like the next 2-3 years.
But it's never gonna be that way until it's okay. So
until what the plan's damn near done.
And what you're saying is exactly what it is. It's got to be from a corporate standpoint. It also has to be feasible, right? So again, so that's what I said. From a manufacturing standpoint, how much of that cost of making the electric cars actually being able to uphold such a high price, right?
Yeah, but you got financial people and stuff in your departments to kind of punch these numbers and stuff, whatever, and everything. Because clearly, if you need the manpower and the money and all that type of stuff, whatever, y'all got to figure that out. But that's what I'm saying. What is the overall goal? If your overall goal is to make the dollars and stuff, whatever, then like, yeah, we're gonna be screwed. Greed is not gonna get us anywhere. If your goal is the greater good and stuff, whatever, we might just end up better than what we were before.
Okay, so what if they now stop making? Okay, let's say tomorrow they stop making all gas cars, right? And they start making
electrics,
all electrics. You think they'd be able to sustain the growth
of the electric?
Yeah.
Which company are we talking about? All companies?
All companies.
Nah, it can't happen all fast like that.
So they'd have to phase it in.
Yeah, right? Yeah, they have to graduate it.
So that's what I'm saying. So in the meantime, while they're phasing it in, right? It's gonna take for the manufacturing process to be as good as it is with, let's say, the gas guzzlers. It's gonna take a certain time for them to catch up.
Number.
I want to say within 5 to 10 years for it to be running smoothly and sufficient, where you can say that they're making 95% of the cars within the world. Right. When that happens, it'll be at a point where the manufacturing itself will be so streamlined. It probably won't even have like humans like me on an assembly line. It'll probably just be all robots making electric cars at that point.
You think so? I think you're telling stop shitting on my species. Are you human?
No, I'm saying when it comes to that, when it gets to that point of precision, right?
I don't think so. I think we're still gonna need humans there.
The only reason why you need humans now is because parts like plastic, right? I want to say some form of rubbers, right? And let's say even the carpeting, like material like that, they don't always come from the mold 100%. Right? There'll be
i.e. that's why they need people.
That's why they need people, because they need people to finesse those parts, to make those parts fit, right? If you have those parts that fit like a glove, every single time, then you can program a robot to put that part in like a glove every single time. This is the only reason why they still need humans, because there's some things that only a human touch can still perform. Right, those little subtleties,
which is fine.
If it don't fit properly, the robot will be there for Kingdom Come, trying to make it fit.
Right, malfunction.
Where the human will just say, "Oh, let me just squeeze this side here, and put it in there." Right.
Right.
When the level of manufacturing gets to that point, and they can run an assembly line 24/7, right? The cost of manufacturing is going to drop. Now these cars are going to become cheaper to consume, and they're going to want it to consume, because now we're moving into by that time we're moving into a territory where
right. But then see, I hear what you're saying, but my thing is that what are we aiming for first? That's what I'm saying. What are we aiming for first? Are we aiming for the goal is to be this, to make sure we have a better world to live forward to fix the, stabilize the climate change thing, whatever, or we're looking about how are we gonna get this money?
Yeah,
that's still on the lines of how are we gonna get this money. The same way you're spitting and stuff, whatever. It's still on the lines of how are we gonna get this money instead of the greater good and stuff, whatever.
But to get to that point, they're still gonna have to they'll have to keep with traditional methods, because we're saying like another 5 to 10 years, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's fine. At least you have a set time frame. So say we're gonna get this. I remember I seen this joke and stuff one time, and they said like, "Yo, they should have a committee. Every year they deal with one of the world's major problems." Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, how is that gonna work out and stuff, whatever. So like this year we're gonna take care of all the blind people and all the the blind things and stuff like whatever. I'm like, that can't work, because I'm like, yo, there's gonna be not only people going blind, but what is other you take all the funds that are supposed to go to like the deaf people or the people and stuff, whatever, other things and stuff, whatever. You can't help them, because you're like, sorry, next year you're gonna wait your turn in line, whatever, right? Next year might be your time.
What if you're not on the schedule to another 5 years time?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So like, yo, what do we focus on? Do we focus on the stuff, whatever? Like, yo, how are we gonna have a planet left and stuff like that, whatever? Because they still dropping these end of the world movies and stuff like there's no tomorrow, because they know we gonna fuck up this planet and we gonna be SOL without a place to live. So that's what I'm saying. Let's slow shit down and let's try and have a little spot to live. Yeah. That's all I'm saying and stuff, whatever.
I think this climate change will definitely put a damper in the human condition, but it's not gonna. I don't think it'll stop it. We'll progress through it somehow. And we might be on some Star Trek shit where you look around and it's very sparse. One or two people walking up and down the street, and maybe the rest of the world lives underground. Who knows?
Or it might be some Elysium shit.
It might
where
be
people with the paper and stuff, they up there in the damn their own little colony and stuff, where they're popping bubbly, living like
shit. But that was definitely I mean, how long do you think the human race?
How long we got?
Has to go before they do something that's totally gonna make them extinct?
That's a good ass question. If I'm gonna ballpark some shit, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I don't give a fuck. 80 years.
80 years?
80 years. I don't think we can make another century.
You don't think we can
make another century?
No,
we can. Either that, or you better be prepared to eat some clone meat. We got Beyond Meat pumping and stuff now, and I told somebody, I'm like, I'm not imposed about not eating Beyond Meat stuff, whatever, because at the end of the day, we gonna run out of food. We gonna start running out like real meat and everything like whatever. So y'all better start making peace with this. Damn, you better go to Arby's and get a taste of your future. I don't know about the one in the grocery store and stuff, whatever, but I'd rather have somebody kind of cook it for me to kind of wean me in first.
I can't remember. Did we talk about the salmon farms?
Yeah, we talked about the salmon stuff. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to remember.
We're gonna have to be in that genetic stuff, whatever, just to kind of help add some life and stuff, some density to it. But it's gonna be some, you got them vegan type people, them bougie people and stuff that look down on you. Oh, you're still eating GMO? I'm trying to live, yo.
So 80 years. That's all you give us as a species.
I give it 80.
I mean, what do you think about that whole singularity thing? You think that would happen before we totally go extinct?
Hold on, what's singularity?
Singularity is like,
because I'm a single man, so I'm feeling like you're kind of taking shots at me because I'm single.
Singularity is the idea or the concept where all consciousness is one, right? So
like some transcendent shit, whatever.
Right. So
we might, but I feel like there's probably tons of dudes and stuff, whatever. Men and females have already plugged up to the net, and they're probably physically dead, but their consciousness of us all in the net and everything like that, whatever.
Right.
And I guess it goes to the Hindu religion with the whole you're swimming through euphoria, and everything and stuff, whatever. So it kind of comes back in full circle and stuff, whatever, on that technology aspect, whatever, right? But I don't think it's far fetched, and I think that might happen a lot sooner than we think. I always say if they make a movie on it, whatever, it ain't too far behind.
It ain't too far behind. So you think so that would happen before we go extinct?
Facts.
Okay. So then we'd live on, but in just some other form. We'd be in an altered state.
I'm gonna be I'll be dead and gone. Nah, I don't give a fuck. My son gonna be like an old ass man and stuff. Nah, he alright. I'm gonna miss my grandkids. Other than that, I was just looked at. Well, all the shit I say, I don't think I'm going to heaven. So while I'm burning and stuff, whatever, I'll be like, whew, look at you guys. No more bodies and stuff, whatever. All digital. But
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. I'm not about that and stuff, whatever. That's what I said. Like, we need to start looking at it for our peoples and stuff, whatever.
That'd be crazy.
Let's get back to some people shit, whatever. Some regular people shit. Because I'm not on no T3 Rising Machines moment yet. How do you feel about people who hum, whistle, or sing in public? That piss you off? Let me give you an example about me.
Yeah.
I'm minding my business and stuff, whatever. Some days, if I'm at work Monday through Friday, marvelous Monday, terrific Tuesday, wonderful Wednesday, tremendous Thursday, fantastic Friday.
Okay.
Me, it depends on how I feel and stuff when I wake up. If I'm tired and stuff, I need like some turn up music to kind of get me going. Right? So if some days I might be on my gangster shit. Like, I don't know, it depends. I shuffle my music. So if I get some Waka Flocka hard in the paint and I'm walking into work and stuff like that, it's just in my system.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not going to be, I work with a lot of non-black folks. So I'm not going to be like, I go hard in the motherfucking, no, I'm just, be humming,
Yeah, right.
People got a problem when a brother hum.
You got a problem when you hum?
They got a problem when brother hum. So I was like, and then one dude's like, can you Shazam that? I was like, yo. I'm like, my man, be easy. Can you Shazam that song? And he's like, okay, Siri, listen. And I was like, kick rocks. But.
So are they rather you saying the full lyrics, or they just don't want to hear nothing at all?
They don't hear nothing at all.
They don't want to hear nothing at all.
And then somebody told me and stuff. Another person, it was another day I was walking in, and I was singing a song. It was a sunny day. And Roy Ivers,
right?
Everybody loves the sunshine.
Yeah,
that was in my. It's a beautiful song on a sunny day.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying. So I'm jamming and stuff, and then somebody's like, "You're so extra." I'm like, because I'm singing. I was like, I don't understand how am I extra.
Yeah, Mary Poppins. So you enjoying the sunshine. You don't enjoy the sunshine here. You going to work, motherfucker? What's wrong with you?
I can't enjoy this. I can't enjoy that day.
No,
y'all some miserable motherfuckers. Then so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, how do you feel about people who hum, whistle, or sing in public?
I have no problems with it as long as they ain't too loud. And they, if you got a little key to you.
I don't got key. I know I'm off key as shit.
Then as long as you're not too loud.
I'm not too loud.
No, if you're not too loud and you're feeling yourself, man, listen, man, everybody has the right to enjoy the moment. If that's a sign of you enjoying the moment, more power to you. Now, if you're too loud let me differentiate. If you're loud, but your ass can sing, then I'm gonna listen and appreciate it. But if you're too loud, and you couldn't sing to save your life, man, just shut the fuck up.
So what if you're singing like an explicit song and you can sing your ass off and stuff? Or like, what's it? Some ignorant shit I be singing. Chef from South Park. Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth and suck them. You know that.
I mean, if you could hold a note while you're singing it.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
No.
And 3 or 4 egg whites.
No, see, I have to tell you to shut up.
I got a stick of butter.
Now see if Isaac Hayes was still around and he was able to croon that one out. I listened to it.
Oh, was it just me? Or Kick Rocks then? You can Kick Rocks too. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. I think that.
What about you as a person? Does that bother you? I mean,
it don't. It make me want to get along and start singing with them too. Like I'm an ignorant dude where I like the fun. I'm a fan of happy people. I like happy people.
That's what I'm saying.
So like, if I see that you're in your bag and stuff like that, I might join along. I remember I went somewhere. I was in what was it? I was in Winners.
Right.
One of the Winners of somewhere and stuff, whatever. For those who don't know, Winners is like a TJ Maxx and stuff, whatever, here in the T-Dot and everything and stuff, right? I'm there, and some lady, she's walking past singing 112. Older lady, she's like, if you're sexy and you know it, clap your hand. I was feeling myself, so I was like, I started clapping. So I was like, I was in my bag. And then she looked at me, she started laughing and started smiling, and I'm like, I feel like I'm feeling sexy and stuff today. She's like, go ahead, sunshine. I'm like, all right. She gave me 2 compliments and I kept it moving. So I'm a fan of happy people. So if I see you humming and singing and whistling and everything, I'm assuming you're in a happy mood.
Yeah, of course.
Like
why would you think that?
Okay, look at Kill Bill. When she went to go, when the one eye patch chick, when she went to go kill, she was doing a. She was happy to go kill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Long as you happy.
She would have been a little bit too happy, I think.
Yeah. She had a purpose though. She on some psychotic shit, whatever. But
wiggle your big toe.
Yeah, but not her.
No, I'm just saying. She was
hunting her. Yo, I was asking and stuff, whatever, this the other day, speaking of like music and stuff like whatever. When you were once a kid, in your days and stuff, whatever, music was a lot less ratchet and didn't have too much curse words and stuff in there. More innuendo and skills and stuff, whatever, with hip hop and stuff in your time.
Yes.
When you were younger, like say like circa age 10.
Okay, yeah.
Around that time.
Yeah.
My circle age 10 and stuff, whatever, we got explicit music. How do you feel about your kids listening to explicit music and stuff, whatever? And explicit music is supposed to be for like adults.
But I think they moved that goalpost, Marv.
To where?
To, I would want to say, teens and preteens.
Are you okay with your preteen listening to, what's that? Well, give me a Migos song. It's always wild. The Slippery. Excuse me, believe me. He's like, got a bitch. Tripping up easy. You okay with your son under preteen singing some shit like that walking past you?
No, drip, I wouldn't be.
Drip. I would splash.
I would be okay with it, but then let me ask you, what are they teaching in sex ed now?
Not no Migos.
They ain't teaching the Migos. They ain't teaching the lyrics. But how far off are they from where they're actually?
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between like, I guess it's not what you say, how you say things. So they're not saying it on that raw.
It's not what you say. It's how you say things, right? But what I'm saying is, in my time listening to music that used innuendo, right? And we couldn't listen to it. They weren't telling us that sort of stuff in grade school either.
Right. You was at grade school. I didn't say grade school. I'm just saying.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
They've moved the goalposts. Now they are saying it in grade school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the music that they're listening to, they're saying, oh, that's just another way of whatchamacallit is.
Yeah, but the kids can't curse in class.
No, they can't curse in class.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to explicit music and stuff. Some
we couldn't curse in class either.
Exactly. But then you still have these kids and stuff, whatever, right? They're out of pocket and stuff, whatever, and everything pertaining to like talking to like teachers and everything and stuff, whatever, because they're talking to teachers like lyrics. Yeah. And some lyric format and stuff, whatever, right? I remember I heard a kid and stuff, whatever, say to like some adult, like a few years back, he said, bitch, you better move like Jagger. And I'm like, what if she don't know that song? You know what I'm saying? I was like, she probably just caught the bitch portion and stuff, whatever, and probably like, you know, clearly he must be talking about me because I'm a woman and everything like that, right? So that's what I'm saying, like, and that's not an explicit song. Man,
I'd be on the realms of realism.
So you're okay? You're okay with your kids listening to explicit music?
I'm not okay with it, but listen, But I don't know from them little bastards.
Well, you don't know.
Ain't gonna hurt me because I'm pretty damn sure there's a lot of shit that I was singing as a little kid, and my parents didn't know.
Right.
You understand? So it's a situation where you think about it, and you say to yourself, "Well, you hope it's not so, right?" But then you just got to think of when you were that age. What you tried to pull off, what you try to get away with, and it'd be like, okay, well, if this is supposed to be me,
but I want to say I'm not shitting on our parents stuff for that, but I want to say, like, if they're coming from like music in their realm, their time, their stuff was more in the window, heavy. But
even with their stuff being more in the window, their time was even more strict than our time was. You understand? Yeah, of course it was, man. Their time was even more strict than our time was. So when they had to listen, man, my mom used to tell me a lot of times about sneaking out, doing this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? It's like they had rules just like any other time.
No, I get that, but
what I'm saying, innuendo. Like if you listen to a lot of rock and roll that our parents grew up with, there's a lot of innuendo in that stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's stuff that they couldn't say around their parents.
Give me a song.
I can't give you no red. We probably go through a Chuck Berry catalog and find one or two. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'm pretty sure if we break that down line by line, we could probably find innuendos in there.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. But it's not as blatant and raw and explicit and stuff the way it is and stuff now.
And that's what I'm saying. But your parents would have had to speak in code just like how we spoke in code in front of our parents today too.
Right, but it's the code thing. That's what I'm saying. With this code stuff and whatever, their code and stuff, their coding world and stuff with like Teddy Pendergrass, you know? The turn off the lights, you know, when they doing all that type of stuff, whatever. Yeah. They know when the lights go out, whatever. Grown folks going whoop whoop, you know.
But this is what I'm talking about with an even more stricter time, because you be that age and you be singing about turn off the lights around grandma. Grandma gonna ask you, why the hell you turn off the lights for?
Yeah.
You know what happens when the lights turn off? This is what I'm saying. It's a stricter time. They didn't even say you turn off the lights to go to your bed. They ain't thinking that. No, you singing turn off the lights.
We're more loose now. We're more loose with it now to allow the explicit content, whatever.
I'm not saying that we're more loose with it now. I'm saying that the goalpost has been moved. So what we think of may be more strict. Like if we sing "Turn Off the Lights" right now, who the hell is going to care? Who's going to think anything of it? Because we're not. It's so far removed from that association.
Yeah.
Of you having whoopee that you don't even care. You'll use it with any disregard.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We're getting right back to the whole thing where people are just open and stuff, whatever, and wow. But that's what I'm saying. Do you allow it? You're in the car. Listen, hold on. You're in the car with your kid.
Yeah. I know I changed the radio station.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You're not allowing it then.
I don't allow it.
Right.
But
that's what I was that's the main thing I was asking you.
No, but I'm saying I don't allow it. But at the same time, I'm not stupid enough to think that when I'm not around.
I'm not saying that.
That they might not be still listening to it. I'm not saying that.
No, that's naive. That's the Evian water backwards. Yeah, you done got shit ass backwards. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying and stuff is that what do you allow and stuff? Because there's parents now, what I seen. I take my son and stuff. I'm taking my son to daycare or something like whatever, and I pull up with everything like that, whatever. Me, I'm probably jamming to like radio stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know what he might gravitate and what click to because he's a toddler.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So I'm on radio. That's the only time I listen to radios with him, or I got the CD and stuff that plays Mr. Son, Mr. Kid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you better be playing.
I'm okay with Kids Bop.
You better be playing Mr. Son more frequently because the radio is taking a turn too.
I don't know. I listen to different shit. I'm not listening to ratchet rap, so I'm listening
to ratchet rap is all that plays.
Hey,
the radio.
No, I listen to Ed Sheeran. Yeah, the light skinned ginger. Okay, I listen to Ed Sheeran. Thinking out loud and all some type of stuff like, yep, that's what I listen to. Because if I hear some wild stuff out of pocket, I'm like, yeah, no. Let's go back to the default CD. Because I know when I'm by myself and stuff, I can listen to my Waka Flocka and all that type of stuff. But I know they're going to get to that point, whatever, someday, but I'm not going to be the one to just automatically enable it. I seen another parent pull up and stuff, whatever. What was it? What's the song? Said good like the ice in the freezer. What a pussy tight, you can squeeze like a teaser, you know, like and all that type of stuff. And then the see the little kid hop out the trunk with the little small little bag. I'm like, is that really the song you want to play when your kid's on your way to go to school? So you're like, what did you learn tonight? What did you learn last time you did your homework? The pussy tight, you can squeeze like a tweezer. Like, yo, like that's too wild, man.
See, but here's another thing though. I treat reggae music even more different because it's been a culture that's always been plagued with slack lyrics.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying, like either or. I didn't say a genre. I said music.
No, what I'm saying, but what I'm saying with that now is like, from time it's been almost like tabooish, where your kids hear it, but you act like they ain't hearing it and they ain't understanding it. When you know your kids well and hear it and they damn understand
Obviously.
it. You understand what I'm saying?
Obviously.
So when you catch them off guard, hearing them sing them lyrics, you can't be shocked or surprised. And don't be hell be filling them and putting them on friggin' IG, YouTube for the rest of us to, oh, he's not funny. Look, he's not. Look,
Look how cute.
Look how cute. Bruck out.
Yeah.
Kill me.
I mean,
Kill me.
I don't know. I feel like those things force the kids' hand and stuff to grow up too fast, man. Like, I don't know. Like, kids are pressured and stuff, whatever, to be grown ass people from everywhere, right? Let's say if you're a kid from like you're 0 to 17.
Yeah.
You're in a shorter time frame of being a child compared to the time frame you're being an adult. From 18 to like, let's say the average lifespan is like 75. From 18 to 75, look how long you're going to be an adult for compared to how long you're going to be a kid, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like sexual innuendos and stuff and music and stuff, whatever, they're not left for like the imagination no more. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nothing's like left for the imagination and stuff, whatever. Like, yo, like, I think it was super wild when Akinetti dropped and stuff with the put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, put it in your mouth. I'm like, swallow it, goggle it. I was like, yo, could not play this nowhere near the Mom Dukes. Because I know she'd be like, yo, cut this shit off. But you know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like those things play a factor into like the kids and stuff, whatever, like resulting in like higher teenage pregnancies and stuff like that? Because these kids are they're rushing to be adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know about you,
but I don't know. Is how much higher are the rates, and are they higher because we're saying they're more promiscuous at a younger age, or are those numbers actually higher because there's just more of them?
More kids?
Just more kids in general. So with the advent of more kids, then the percentage just automatically becomes greater.
Fair.
Right? I mean, there's been teenage pregnancies from when you were a teen. There's been teenage pregnancies from when I was a teen. Mm-hmm. There's been teenage pregnancies from when our parents were teens. Mm-hmm. Some of our damn near parents were teenagers when they were pregnant with us.
Babies having babies.
So there's always been teenage pregnancy.
Yo, when did you lose your virginity?
14, I think.
God damn. Oh, I wasn't so far off from that, but that's still kind of... You're in middle school?
Yeah, I actually just got out of middle school. It was the summer of going into high school.
Was that your rite of passage or some shit?
It's a rite of passage to get into high school.
Man. I lost my shit the weekend before my 16th birthday.
Yeah, it's not bad. That wasn't too far.
I don't know. I still feel like you're a middle schooler because you didn't touch high school yet.
No, I didn't touch high school. It was the summer. It was the summer.
Yo.
I didn't touch high school yet.
Yo. I mean, like, what you have that, plus you got, like, drugs and stuff, whatever, to add into the factor and stuff, whatever, too. I want to say, like, in my time and stuff, whatever, we had weed.
Yeah.
We had weed and we had alcohol. And all these kids and stuff got Molly and everything. Like, you ever seen that new movie that came out, The Good Boys?
I haven't seen that yet. It looks funny as shit.
Yeah, it looks funny as shit and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, those kids that from young age are exposed to, like, Molly and all that type of stuff. I'm like, damn, I never had stuff like that. I'm not saying I wanted stuff like that and stuff when I was younger. But I'm like, they're exposed to, like, you know, a lot of things. Like, these kids aren't not allowed to be kids anymore. like that. Like everything's just rushed to them and stuff. So it was like,
I think there's a more of an acceptance and a more accessibility to certain things. You know, with us, not only was it not accepted, but it was hard to obtain.
Right, and now everything's easy peasy.
Not everything is easy peasy.
Okay, we'll get off this kids thing and stuff, whatever. But a quick question for you: is there anything that you would like to say to some kids that you're not supposed to? I mean, this is the Podical Sons. And
like to say to kids that I'm not supposed to?
Yeah. Don't be shy.
Quite a few. There's quite a few, but
quite a few things.
we passed 50. I think I might hold off on them to like maybe 75.
Oh yeah.
Make sure we're deeply rooted. We're solid. We're solid. We're
gonna come back to this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to this. We'll put it on the docket for 75.
Yo.
Because here's the thing, man. Life is real, and then life is a lot of bullshit, and there's a lot of part of that bullshit you're given when you're a teen.
Preach.
And if I could just go through some of the bullshit that I was given, and just some of the bullshit that, you know, it's given to kids in general, and then what you grow up to becoming an adult and experience. And there's a lot of things that could be done differently, and a lot of perspectives that could be looked at differently. And I think if, you know, a lot of these kids know what we know as adults today, they wouldn't be wasting time killing each other, man.
True.
They wouldn't be wasting time killing each other. They get to this age and this point and realize, shit, it's more important to focus on trying to survive your damn self.
Yeah. I mean, they're chasing the wrong things, but I mean, when you were that age and stuff, whatever, you were probably invincible. You thought you were invincible. You thought you knew it all too.
Oh yeah, right? Of course.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I think experiences make the person, and they have to experience some stuff, whatever. And then once they kind of hit that experience moment, that's when they're willing to accept and learn faster.
Well, that's why I come in, Marv. Straight experience, and you better listen to episode 75.
I'll hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to that shit.
To avoid the bullshit in life, teens. To avoid the bullshit in life.
I am not mad at that, man. Let's get to the question of the week, man. Question of the week. Yo, I was rocking with this and stuff, but I was holding on to this one. Would you rather spend 5 years in a coma?
Okay.
Or 1 year in a state prison?
5 years in a coma.
Why?
Because here's my theory, Marv. You see, the 5 years in a coma. Well, first of all, how am I waking up out of this coma?
How are you waking up out of this coma?
Yeah.
You're waking up in the hospital. So as you wake up out of the hospital bed. So I think you got in a coma. You just mind your business, eating dinner and stuff one day. You slip into the coma, and then 5 years later you wake up. You got a Taliban beard and stuff, long as shit.
Yeah.
And your woman probably done left you because she couldn't wait for you like that. No, you got a rider. You got a rider. She probably comes to check you every day, but she might got a new boo hitting it.
Okay, but despite my muscles probably suffering deterioration,
right?
There's a chance of me of building back some muscle and gaining a regular life.
Yeah, you bounce back. You bounce back after the 5 years.
I bounce back after the 5.
Bounce back after, yeah.
I'll take the 5 year coma.
You take the 5 year coma?
I'm taking the 5 year coma.
Over the 1 year in prison?
Over the 1 year in prison.
You don't think you can run shit in prison? You think you're going to get raped?
I think psychologically on the mind, that 5 years in prison will feel like 10.
But the psychological thing, stuff that you miss 5 years out of the world and stuff and everything, that might even hit you a lot harder compared to like missing a year. Because if you think about like 5 years, they come up with different type of phones, iPhones and all type of stuff, new businesses. Technology can change in like 2 years.
I can't handle that, Marv. I can't handle that.
You all right? You sound scared. You good?
No, I can't handle that, man. I'm gonna be like Captain America, bro. You know what I mean?
When he was frozen in ice.
Yeah, you wake me up. I'm gonna be good as new. I'll be 5 years younger than everybody else.
I mean, now you still gonna age in the damn coma the same damn way.
I'm age in the coma.
Of course you are.
We said I'm gonna bounce back. No, but I'm gonna bounce back, baby. Listen,
yeah, you can bounce back.
When they bring me back out, they're gonna figure out how to stop premature balding. They're gonna figure out how to skin tighten everything. So I'll probably pop up right on time to get it. You know what I mean? Get the whole makeover done. Shave the beard, right? So I'm looking all young again, my regular self again.
Yeah.
And then I think I'd be good, man, because that 5-year coma will probably feel like, you know, a 10-minute nap.
That's true. I said I take the coma and stuff, whatever, too. But when I was talking to somebody and stuff, whatever, they said, yo, you go in and stuff, whatever, just, you know, eat your food, keep your head down and stuff like that. Do some push-ups, pump some weights, whatever. Yeah. And then that's it. After that, you come out as a disciplined adult, whatever. I'm like, you're not thinking about showers and rape, though?
I was about to say, like, he skipped all of that, all of that part.
I'm like, yo, people gonna look at you, hey, get your cornbread, man. Yo, fuck is something like, nah. Wake me up from La La Land. Wake me up from La La Land.
Somebody calling you tenderoni. Wake me up from La La Land.
Yeah, so I was like, well, asking people like, yo, dude, I do like,
swear to you,
only doing 1 year.
That 5 years is gonna feel like 10 minutes. 10 minutes sleep. You're gonna be like, oh, what happened? Why am I so bearded? What? Oh, I feel sort of moving. Then you're gonna have to just, you know what I mean, get yourself back in shape. That's all.
I was looking at, what was it? Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs has a video called Half Man, Half Cocaine, right?
You're right.
And then he's like, he woke up out of 10-year coma and stuff. And I'm like, yo, what if a man just woke up out of 5-year coma compared to like doing like a bid, whatever. And then when I was asking somebody like, nah, I'll do the bid. I was like, really? You're not afraid of getting raped? Ain't nobody raping me, Marv. I'm like, okay, be cool. No problems. So I left that one as is. But I'm like, it's a question. It's just a question.
Yeah, you're never the biggest guy in jail.
No. I wonder why knock me out.
You're never the biggest guy in jail.
That's absolute. Nigga, I'm running the mighty midget mafia over here.
Listen.
So I'm just
I'll take the coma.
I know that's right.
Coma for 5 years, Chuck.
We on the Ask the Sons portion. Chicken Lips 39. Why do people drink cow milk and have no problem drinking human breast milk?
Why do people drink cow milk?
They have with no problems.
With no problems, but have problems drinking
human breast milk.
I don't know. Do people have problems drinking human breast?
You don't have a problem drinking human breast milk?
If it was going to be supplied to me. What the fuck? Isn't that more natural?
Give me the cow, man. Give me the cow.
Isn't it more natural for you to be on a human suckling? No.
So, okay. You'll take a breast pump milk over cow milk to eat your cereal.
Well, I'm gonna say.
You dirty bastard. I couldn't do it. Why
you couldn't do it?
I've been brainwashed. I'm in the Matrix, man. Give me the cow. More milk.
You taking the cow?
Give me the cow milk, man.
All right. Let me ask you this.
Holla.
What if that cow milk was coming straight from the udder, raw, unprocessed, just like how you would get the breast milk?
So they're both warmed? I don't like warm milk, though.
They're both warm and,
I don't like warm milk.
Fatty and filled with all the stuff that they don't allow you to drink when you buy regular milk.
I don't like warm milk, though. I mean,
we'll put it in the fridge for you. We'll chill it. We'll chill it. We'll put it in the fridge for you.
Cow unpasteurized milk. Are they gonna strain both of them?
No straining. No straining.
Oh, yuck. Yo. The human one would be thinner though, right?
I would assume so.
I don't know. You talk like you drink breast milk on a regular or something like that. Whatever.
I don't know. I'm only assuming. I would assume so.
I'm gonna take cow. I'm gonna take cow for 500, Alex. Screw you, man. You're not about to toss me. Respect the Disco says, if a party is BYOB, bring your own beverage, and everyone participates, can you drink other people's drinks or you just have to drink your own?
Nah, you drink other people's drinks.
Yeah? You okay? You okay to do that?
Yeah.
So if I bring hold on.
Yeah.
If I bring Ace of Spades,
Right.
I bring 2 bottles of Ace of Spades,
Right.
and you come bring like some baby duck, whatever, some cheap shit,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, I never tasted Ace of Spades. I'm telling you, like, maybe just swipe your credit card, B, step your game up, because this is my drink.
Listen,
I brought this.
First of all, you're at the wrong party. You're at the wrong BYOB.
I can't stop with Ace of Spades there.
You can't stunt with the Ace of Spades there. So either you're gonna have to slow your roll a little bit, or go to the parties where they step their game up. You know what I mean? You come with the Ace of Spades, they got at least a bottle of Douce.
So you're saying BYOB is always like cheap ass parties?
With BLB, somebody might show up with the Molson. Molson Canadian for those Americans out there. That's our cheap beer.
So no one will show up with like some kind of uppy?
Somebody might come up with something uppy, but they it's gonna be on the low, and it's gonna be in the corner. You ain't gonna see that bottle.
So you can drink other people's shit. Don't drink my shit.
But listen, man, if everybody brings a bottle, and it's the bottle of the good shit, right?
Right.
You just put all that shit on the table, man.
Yeah, but some
And
people
everybody
don't do that, man. Look,
3-4.
Look, I'm gonna air myself out real quick.
You don't bring the good shit.
Let me explain.
You gonna start off with explaining you ain't bringing nothing
Let
good.
me explain. It was just the
You
one
ain't bringing
time.
nothing good. Don't invite Marv to your BYOB.
No. I'm changed, man. But it was a reason for that whole day. All right, so I went home for the 4th of July, right?
Right.
I got into Cleveland the morning of 4th of July.
Right.
Right? This 1 year way back when. I couldn't catch, I want to say I caught duty free. I caught duty free and stuff for my purpose. For me to have like a little brew
Yeah.
at my mom's spot.
Okay.
Right? I got invited last minute to come through a queue.
Okay.
Whatever, like 4th of July and stuff, whatever, come through for the barbecue and everything like that. I'm like, all right, sure. I was raised, you don't go anywhere with your 2 bare hands.
Nah.
Right? So I'm like, I'm going to see if I can pick up something on the way.
But you didn't have to. This wasn't a BYOB situation.
No.
Okay.
But the only thing they had at the gas station close by to like the location where I had to go,
Yeah.
they had the Hick beer, the Pat's Blue Ribbon. Right? And this is a predominantly black thing. I don't think there's no Caucasians there.
Right.
There might have been a few light-skinned people there too, but
Yeah.
that's it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just dump these beers real quick in because I had a garbage can full of like ice and stuff and beers and everything. And I dropped it in there and stuff, whatever, right? So I didn't stay too long and stuff, whatever. I unboxed up. I drank somebody else's Corona that they put in there, and I drank off like I think a Miller, the MGD.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, and I ate my food. I'm about to cut, and then I hear one person like, "Who the hell brought this redneck beer or whatever?" Right? Nobody drink this, and I'm like, that's messed up that they brought that. So I was like,
not only did you bring the beer, but you perped like it wasn't you.
Fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you make it, man. So, to the person, if you listen to this episode and stuff, whatever.
Don't invite Marv to your
My
BYOB.
bad. No, you can invite me, other people. Brother done changed. But to that person, if you remember that barbecue on the 4th of July,
The cheap ass beer was Marv.
I apologize. Growth and development, baby. That's what we all about over here. Brother done changed. That's it for me, man, on this side, man. Got Associated Sons?
No, I don't have one handy. You got one?
I got one and stuff, whatever.
Shoot it.
So the Associated Sons and stuff I have is more on POV and perspective, because I had to tell somebody and stuff the other day and stuff, whatever. I say POV. POV means point of view.
Right.
So when I say it on the show and stuff, it just means points of view and stuff, point of view. But because I'm the king of perverts and stuff for their POVs and that kind of porn realm and stuff, whatever, where they just short form everything.
It's still point of view.
Still point of view.
Still point of view.
Still point of view. But point of view and stuff for them means a lot because it's kind of like where it is. So this one is, what you see in this world will depend entirely on where you are standing when you look.
Yeah.
So say the Sons.
So say the Sons.
Because I mean, I feel like a lot of people and stuff. I think Isaac Newton? He said, if I have seen more than other men, it's because I have stood on the shoulders of giants.
Yes.
Right? So it's all on your perspective where you're standing and stuff like that. Life might suck because you have a lower elevated view, or you're not in a place where you can see things at a different aspect.
Yeah.
So I felt like, a long time ago, I definitely had to remix that and stuff, whatever, and translate to modern day times, and that's it is. What you see in this world will depend on entirely where you are standing when you look.
Yep.
So I'm good, man. That's it, man. Any other thing?
Thinking about that, I've heard this said before. I can't remember who said it, but they were like, draw a circle around yourself. So you take your two hands and you make an imaginary circle around yourself. And the circle that you made, inside that circle lies your realm of consciousness.
You know some transcendent shit again?
Not yet, but I'm getting there. Outside the circle is consciousness, but you just haven't experienced it.
So you gotta step out that circle to get a chance to experience it?
To gain more knowledge, baby.
No, I'm a fan.
All right.
That's it.
That is Ditch, y'all. Number 51 in the bag.
I ain't even counting no more.
Yeah.
I'm bougie like that now.
You bougie?
Holla at me at 75 because I want to hear this kid shit. Cause
I'm gonna holler at you at 75.
Yeah, I'm not gonna forget this. Okay, man. Thanks again for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between stupidity and genius. That genius has its limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
The Podical Sons was not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.